Hello, it's Pete Thompson again, Head of Product Management at HTK, and we're here for another deep dive video. This week we're looking at loyalty behaviours, or maybe loyalty activities you might call them, but things that your members do to earn points. So i.e. those little nudges of encouragement to do things within your program, keep those engagement levels up, but also for them to earn points to redeem some of those great lovely rewards. So there's two different types of behaviours. As you can see, I'm straight in our loyalty management part of the platform. You've got loyalty behaviours, you'll see on the left in the menu here. Here's my cursor. And you've also got custom behaviours. So the loyalty behaviours are kind of, if you like, our standard set out of the box. When you sign up to use Horizon to run your loyalty program, you'll get all these loyalty behaviours available to play with. Custom behaviours is our flexible way that, without needing to code, you can create activities, behaviours that are custom to your business, maybe only relevant to what you do. It could be quizzes, it could be surveys, it could be getting people to watch videos, it could be getting people to upload images. Those kind of things that you might already have some plans on how you want to implement and how you want people to engage. You can create your own. Like I said, no coding required. You can do it all in the UI. And I'll come on to those soon. And then I'll finally end by showing you on a contact record, when people do these things, how it shows up, how it manifests itself to them in their loyalty transaction activity. I hope you enjoying the series of videos. If you haven't watched any of the others, fear not, they are all available. We've done contact management, segmentation, personas and lifecycle stages, offer management. There's an overall product tour video as well. So there's lots of information out there about Horizon and how you can use it. And I really encourage you to watch them because we want your feedback. We want to make sure that you're enjoying the content and letting us know if there's anything else you'd like to see. So, small plugging deviation there, but back into the main crux of today's session. So here I am on the loyalty behaviours screen. These are our standard ones, so I'm going to talk through some of those because after a while they all follow the same principles. I'm going to pick on enroll and show you just how these are set up. So as I said, these are the things that people are going to do to potentially, you don't have to set them all up, earn points as being a member of your program. So on enrolment, and they all follow, you'll see after I've shown you a few, that they follow the same principles. Straight away, you see, right, okay, a loyalty member will be awarded 50 points when they enroll in the scheme. Now, I could change that. I could offer less. I could offer a lot more. I could offer none. And then, associated to enrolment, there's a couple of other deviations you might want to take here. So a new loyalty member account will start with an opening balance of 50. You may decide that actually what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to give them a kind of an award for signing up, but when they do sign up, they'll see that their point balance has already got some points. So psychologically they don't feel they're starting from the beginning, you know, all that way to climb up to get the holiday in Hawaii. You're giving them 50 points. And likewise, you might psychologically want them to feel like, well, when I've spent something, all my points are gone, I've got to start again and earn all these things. You might make it so their point balance never falls below a certain number, so they'll always have some points. And then a common technique in some programs to encourage that urgency of, oh, I must spend my points, you may decide that you're going to expire a points balance. Horizon supports an implementation of this out of the box. If you have specific expiry rules that deviate from this, then do get in touch. We can always talk to you about how we can handle them. But here we're saying after 730 days of inactivity on your points balance, i.e. you've not earned any more, you've not spent them, they're going to go. Therefore, like I say, you can use that to encourage some sense of urgency and engagement in your program. So that's how the behaviours work. I'm going to show you some of the other cool ones we do that you probably won't see in other platforms. You might say, oh, well, you know, loads of platforms do social sharing, but not every social sharing platform, well, no other social platform sharing has relationship scores, so therefore I can guarantee they can't do social sharing like we can. I know we've not gone into the relationship scores deep dive. I'm saving that for later because I think once you understand how Horizon works, you'll then understand how relationship scores becomes really powerful. If I'd started it the other way, you'll ask more questions than it would answer. But for the purposes of this, I'll expose a little bit of relationship scores. Essentially, relationship scores manages automatically and monitors 5 different key metrics of your customer base: their engagement, their loyalty, their value, their influence and sentiment, which is why we call it Elvis. So in this particular instance, we're saying when people socially share, we can tailor how many points they get for a share depending on how influential we know they are. Now, this could be the fact they've got a high clout score. It could be the fact that they've got loads of followers on Twitter. It could be the fact that whenever they post anything on social networks, loads of people like it, share it and engage with it. They're really influential people. Therefore, those 4-star influencers, you might want to give them a few more points when they socially share, because you know the repercussions of that, once it's out there in their social community, is going to benefit you and your brand. And if you take that to the other extreme, right down here, for people who you don't know, they could be influential, but right now the information available to Horizon, they go, no, we don't know. Okay, we'll give them a little less. We'll give them 2 points for now. Still some benefit, but, you know, as we learn more about how influential they are, we might give them more points. And also, one of the key things you want to ensure in your program is you're not allowing people to game the system, i.e. earn a lot of points for doing behaviour that wasn't really authentic. Here you can cap how many points they can earn from social sharing each month. So that would still allow them to carry on and do the social sharing, telling their social world how great your program is, but they won't get points for it once they've gone above that cap. So, there's a few other things there that you may see, like Social Connect. Worth pointing this out because one of the ways we can understand how influential your members are is through them connecting and linking up their social accounts. I've got another video on social. Blow your mind. You'll love it. That's coming later in the series. But right now we support Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter. The common platforms from definitely customers and prospects we talk to. Facebook, obviously, most people tell you what they've even had for dinner and everything on Facebook. So there's a good, vast amount of information that could help personalise your program. So that's linked into the social sharing, and that's why I believe, and I'm yet to be challenged on this, find a program that uses social in the way we have. So I can see now the comments will probably come down of all these other programs that do it, but bring it on. So a few other things then, we've got like birthday and membership anniversary, so you can award people when you know their birthday's coming up and when it's their anniversary of being in the program. Obviously you can do referral. We've got social referral, which can be as simple as someone sees that you're a member of the program, you've written something on your Facebook page, they've gone, well, that looks great, clicked on it, signed up. We've tracked all that process, so we can award you for referring someone, and we can even reward your friend for being referred. So we've got a lot of flexibility around referral, and especially the surprise and delight kind of referral, which is probably what you're going to want to do more, because if people know, if I just refer my friend, I'll get 50 points, so I'll just do all these referrals. Well, you don't have to publish the fact that people get referred that way. Therefore, you can kind of remove that I know I can do this because I'll always get this. We can also track purchases, so we can link into your e-commerce site, we can link into your EPOS system if we want, and as a result of that we can then do promotions. So it could be if people have bought specific products during a particular period, we're going to give them double points, triple points. We are very flexible with how we can handle EPOS and e-commerce files, so we know it's an area where there's lots of different e-commerce platforms. There's some in-house ones, there's off-the-shelf ones, Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, and we know also POS systems. You can be everything from an iPad running your POS system to a fully integrated big till traditional POS. Do get in touch if you have a particular transactional requirement, and our team can help you figure out how we can handle it. So they're the loyalty behaviours, standard loyalty behaviours, things that you can do to earn points. Then we're going to come on to the custom behaviours. This is where, like offer management, the opportunity to personalise the experience for your members, i.e. the things they do to earn points, really takes this above the competition, in my humble opinion. So, if you've watched the offer management video, this is going to make a lot more sense. So I'll take a moment to pause to let you stop and go and watch that video. And for those that have watched it, we'll carry on. So, here you go. Right, so those that are still with me, you may have watched the offer management video, and those that still stuck around, I'll still talk you through some of the principles. But I'm not going to cover the things that are covered in the offer management one, because I want to get on to focus on the custom behaviour things. Here are 6 things that I've decided, because I run Crease Jeans and it's a fashion focused loyalty programme, I want my members to do. And fashion video quiz is one of them. Now essentially, this is where I'm not going to cover off the things that have been watched in offers. It looks and is created in a similar way as offer management, so a similar way that a product may be created in an e-commerce platform or an ERP system. So I'm not going to dwell on these things. You can create a behaviour, you can target it, you can set when it's active, you can decide how many points someone should get for completing it. We don't have to get any points. And as with offers, you can tag them. So the power here is you can get things to be done in your program that only people will see if they meet rules. So what I've got here is for my people who have a real interest in fashion, there is a little fashion quiz. So if they say, oh, fashion, I'm not just buying these jeans because I need a new pair of jeans, I'm buying these jeans because fashion is my life, I love it, then they might want to take this little cheeky fashion quiz. We're targeting it only at people, at this point we're saying it's relevant for people with a fashion interest. Again, like you do with offers, here's all the content and your imagery and your third-party URLs for people to visit. But this is where it gets very cool. Proof. This is where the opportunity to get feedback for the way people engage with your program means that you can continually tailor and improve it. So this was a little quiz. So someone's come in. We're going to ask them some questions. So I've selected quiz here. For question 1, what does this video focus on? So part of this action here is for them to watch this video, and again you'll see the video URL is here, and when we get onto the loyalty portal I'll show you how this all comes to life. But as part of watching that video, and in a way to prove, hence why we call this proof that you've watched this video, there's a little quiz about it. So what does this video focus on? Is it pre-washed jeans or raw denim jeans? And I can say that the correct answer is raw denim jeans. The video is about how to look after your jeans. It's presented by Michael Williams. Who's he the founder of? Well, he's the founder of Continuous Lean. I won't go through each one, but what you can see is I'm building some engagement and an opportunity for people to say, oh yeah, watch this, they did that. They're providing some information. Now, if I just take this away, you look at some of that information they're providing and you could say, well, from a personalisation and an ongoing targeting activity, it's not very relevant to me. But if I could garner from my members during their time they're engaging something that's going to be useful. Do they have children? How frequently do they spend? Would they recommend us to a friend? How happy are they with our service? That's useful information to capture. What you can do, and we'll do question 4, do you have any children? Now, because this information is going to be important for personalisation, I want to map it to custom profile fields. If you've watched the contact management video and segmentation, you'll understand what custom profile fields are. This is essentially data that is available for personalisation. So I'm saying essentially, yes, the fact that if they tell me they have children, I want to save that against their contact record, and I want to save it against my children drop-down list, which basically it's listed all my custom profile fields here. Now, as well as using custom behaviours to capture extra information and proof points, you can also give members an opportunity to provide feedback on these behaviours. So I could say, I want a member to provide feedback, and the question would be, did you enjoy this behaviour? Oh, actually, I might write it in marketing terms rather than IT terms. And spell it right. So that will throw up as part of in the portal when they're engaging with it the ability to go smiley face, frowny face, the kind of meh face to go, yeah, I loved that, it was good fun. That information comes back in and can all fuel more personalisation. Oh, well, this person doesn't like this task, and this person liked this task. Oh, we might want to think about changing our behaviours, etc. So they are a fantastic way to create personalised activities, behaviours, for your members to engage with. So the things that go, oh yeah, I do fancy doing that quiz, and an opportunity to capture more useful information from the member at a point where the engagement with your brand is probably quite positive. They're in there, they're earning points, they're engaging in something that's relevant. Yeah, I'll tell you I've got children. Yeah, I'll tell you how frequently I spend. Yeah, I will, because it's a positive engagement. And finally, around the custom behaviours, you've got flexibility around restrictions. So similar to how offers, you can specify how frequently an individual can redeem the same offer. Here you can specify how frequently someone can complete the same activity. You can also restrict the activity completion via location. And some of our customers use this to ensure that people who live at the same household aren't doing the same thing and therefore doubling points. So this basically works on the ethos that the minute someone completes it, if someone else from the same household comes in, and group membership and household management is another video that'll blow your mind as well, this will control, say, well, actually, sorry, Pete, you can't complete this because your wife has already gone in and completed the fashion quiz. You'll just have to be quicker next time. So you can control it as well to make sure, again, people aren't gaming that system. So that is custom behaviours and loyalty behaviours. There's one more thing I wanted to show you before ending it, and that is essentially how you see that from a member point of view. So if I just jump back to contacts, and we'll open my contact record, the Pete Thompson one that we've been looking at throughout this video series. I feel like I've shared a lot with you. You've seen my customer record, the ins and outs of my engagement with the Christie's loyalty program. If I come down to loyalty transaction activity, and you'll see there's a lot here. This is essentially the audit trail for me that I can see. It's like my bank account for the loyalty program. What I've done to earn points, what I've done to burn points. And if I scroll through some of these pages, I'm sure we will eventually come across the fact I have done something. There you go, a loyalty behaviour completed. You're an expert when it comes to looking after your jeans. Good job. There's 30 points. Now I know you're probably sat there thinking, I don't want to have to trawl through an individual's contact record to find out if they've completed a behaviour. Well, you don't have to. The final thing I will show you around this is the fact, if I just clear this, an advanced search, and I can do it from a number of ways. I'll do it from this way. Loyalty and rewards. Within here, page 3, you can segment on people who've completed certain behaviours. So simply is, not, is any of, and it's got all of them here. So I'll just see, tell me everyone who's completed the fashion video quiz. There we go, 2, Paul Potts and Pete Thompson. Excellent. You can also extend that further. You could look over a particular date range. You could look for people who haven't completed any, date, year. So there's lots of ways to monitor how your customer base as a whole are engaging with the activities and behaviours you've assigned via persona, via life cycle stage. If you think your millennials would really like this activity, it looks like none of them are completing it, you might want to rethink it. It's all available, all here. And through the power of loyalty behaviours and the ability to create your own custom behaviours, you're on the way to being able to create a very personalised loyalty programme for your customers. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Join me for more in the series, but do watch the other videos, do feedback, do tell us if you're enjoying the series, and ask us some questions. We are here to help you with your loyalty and marketing queries and how other HTK can help you along the way. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye-bye.